Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Hunting Public. We got another sweet video for you today. We're going to be headed down to Kansas to join our friend Josh Tatum on a hunt that he had for a big buck last November. But before we get to it, I want to mention some events we have coming up. I'm going to forget the dates, so let me pull up my calendar real quick. We have got the Iowa Deer Classic on March 6th, 7th, and 8th. And that's at the Iowa Event Center in Des Moines. We're going to have a booth there, THP will. We'll be selling merchandise and also doing seminars. I think at least one seminar on public land hunting in Des Moines. Maybe more than that. I can't remember. Then we've got another event the next weekend up in Shakopee, Minnesota. I think that's how you say that. It's the Minnesota Deer and Turkey Classic, and it will be March 13th, 14th, and 15th. So come out and see us, talk some deer and turkey hunting. We'll have seminars at both, and we'll be selling merchandise at both. Look forward to seeing you there. With that, let's get to today's video.
It's the morning of November 4th. I'm back up on the hilltop stand. It's just breaking daylight. I already had a doe come across. Basically, this is a new set for this year. I'm setting in between two draws. Each draw has a saddle, a low spot, where these deer like to cross on this flat. So I got a northeast wind today. It's blowing right to me. I got a big drop off here behind me. Sun's just now coming up, so I already had a doe and a fawn move across, so hopefully I can see one of these mature bucks cross in between these, and he can see the decoy, or I can call him in. Had a buck just pop up right here behind him. He's trailing him. Morning. I've seen quite a few deer. Half of them I haven't been able to get on film. They've been through these trees right here, cross hilling, and then there's some. There's a nice buck right there. Hunting this morning. I'm actually going to where I saw that very first buck this morning come up out of this draw. There's a bunch of does that was there with him too, so I kind of looked on my OnX map and figured out kind of where he went up there. So I'm gonna go do a hanging hunt tonight. I got the right wind, so I'm gonna go set back in to where he came up out of there this morning. It's windy today, so I should be able to get away with putting up a stand here. I may have to cut a little bit of limbs, but I'm going to just try and get up in a tree tonight. Well, I reviewed the film and it's a bad shot. He's quartered way more than I thought he was. And I shot low. If I would have been high, I probably would have caught it long, but that looks like a liver to me. Even if it's that. Dang it. I'm gonna go take a look at my arrow. I knew it was low, but I didn't realize he was that quartering two either. Dang it. I'm gonna get down and go look at the arrow. Alright, Derek and I are back out here this morning. Last night I got out of the stand and was able to find my arrow, and just like I was anticipating, looks like I got into the stomach area. So I backed out and went home, and Derek, Matt, and I reviewed the film a little bit more. And I definitely was, deer was quartering two, and I was a little bit low, but I wasn't real high in the stand. I was only about 10 foot up, and he was on a bench. So even though it was low, I felt comfortable that it was going to be a kill shot. So we left him overnight, and Derek and I are back in here this morning, and we're going to take a look, try to find out. Usually they'll bed up pretty quickly, so we're hoping we can find a bed. We're not anticipating having a blood trail. Usually when we've in the past with these liver shot deer that we've had, it's more or less trying to find some beds with some blood in it and doing a body search. So we'll go down here and take a look.
Look for coyotes. Oh, just a little quick update for you. Josh and I are separated. He's on the other side of this little draw creek, and the spot of the shot was about 150 yards behind me, and we looked for blood and we just couldn't find any blood, nothing. Haven't ran into a bed yet, but the line of travel, I mean, a hurt deer like that's not going to climb these hills, so we're just kind of walking this little draw. Hopefully we can find something soon. Well, Josh just found something. He hollered at me. I don't know what he found, whether a bed or, but he's just right across here, so hopefully he's found something.
You didn't go too far.
Oh, you got him? Oh, sweet.
His first bed, he went to his first bed.
Whoa. That's awesome, dude. Look at that deer.
He's got some mass.
Oh yeah, that is a low.
You can
That's
see
your
it.
exit?
Yeah, that must be my exit. Man, look at him. Look at this blade right here. Didn't know what deer this was, man, but he came in behind the doe just like you would expect this time of year.
Look at that mass, dude.
I know. Dark chocolate horns.
Dude, look at big body.
Yeah, big body.
Dude, congratulations.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
awesome. I mean, it's so hard when you have a liver shot deer, especially when you have a high coyote population, whether to not go in after them, but we decided just, you know, it's a cool night to leave them alone, and, you know, feel pretty fortunate. No coyotes got here to him, but he also didn't get past his first bed too, you know, where we might have jumped him a couple times if we would have went in last night. You know, this is his first bed. We didn't find anything right after the shot, not even any stomach contents or anything like that, so weren't able to find a bed. So Derek and I were actually just on each side of the draw here, walking along, just doing a body search, and he's probably about, I don't know, 300 yards from where I shot him. So I mean, there's actually a pond and a little creek here, and he's just like right along this little creek area here. I was set up right on the pond where I had my wind going across the pond, and man, that's my first hanging hunt that I was actually able to get a shot, and that was pretty cool to be able to see those deer that yesterday morning going down into that draw. Went in there, did a hanging hunt, and I set up perfectly on that trail But that doe went right by me. I couldn't ask for anything.
Dude, he's
better.
pretty. Look at that.
About as good as it gets here.
Yeah. He's real chocolate, tall. Look at that 3.
He's real bladed. This is what I remember seeing, this real bladed 2 there. And ended up with another successful hunt here in Kansas. So
that's awesome.
Yep, Derek and I are gonna get them all taken care of, and my brother broke his foot, so he's a little limped up this year, but we're gonna try to help him out, get a deer, and Derek's been on some deer on his property too.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that hunt with Josh and Derek. Come to find out after the fact, this buck that Josh killed is actually the same one that he filmed back in the fall of 2018. They came into a decoy, got some pretty cool footage of him, real tight rack buck. And on that same hunt, he had another buck come into the decoy that had a bunch of like baling wrap tangled up into his antlers. That was some pretty cool video too. But big congrats to Josh on this deer. Great hunt. Hope you guys liked it. We have got some more content coming to you real soon. I believe Zach has been working on some late season Ohio hunts. And we've got a bunch of turkey hunts to show you from last May that we didn't air during last year's turkey tour. So that stuff is all going to be coming up here on the channel in the next couple weeks. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit that little bell down there. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you all on the next video.